Hey loves, and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be doing my nails, but I am also going to be giving you guys a story time of a nail salon experience that I recently had. If you follow me on my Instagram, then you know I posted the nails, and I'm going to give you guys a little story time about what happened. So I'm not going to be explaining what I do in the video, but you guys can see that I am going from these full cover almond tips to like regular nail tips, and then doing an acrylic application using my acrylic powder guava, which is available on my website. Everything is linked down below in the description box, but let me just go on with story time because it is a little bit long, but I hope you guys enjoy. So basically, my family and we were going to LA, and my mom invited me to go get a pedi together. Now, I was originally going to do my own pedicure, and I was going to do my own acrylics because we were going to do a few things over there, but we were going to Disneyland, so I wanted to do something kind of Disneyland-y themed, right? But then when she said, oh, let's go get our pedis together, I looked up a place and it looked like super bougie, looked really nice, the reviews were really good, and I was like, oh, this place must do like really nice nails, right? So I decided to actually get my acrylics done there too, a full set, because I was like, let me just get pampered for a day, let me get my full set of acrylics and let me get a pedi at the same time and let me relax, right? So I don't have to worry about doing my nails. And I haven't gone to a nail salon to get my nails done in so long. Besides a pedi, which I occasionally get when I don't do it myself, I haven't gone acrylics in a nail salon in over 5 years. I don't even know how long. But when I tell you the amount of horror stories that I have, I mean, they have taken off my entire nail before. They've made me bleed multiple times. Just so many other stories, right? But let me just stick with this one. So I called and asked for 2 pedis and a full set on myself and a manicure on my mom. They were available, and so I was like, we're good to go. We got there, and I mean, the place was beautiful, like chandeliers all over. They had like 15 pedicure stations, they had 6 manicure stations, they had like the moonlights, they like, all I saw were like Kiara Sky lamps and drills, and so I was like, oh my god, this place looks really nice. They used very high-end products, and I was excited. So I started to get my pedi, and she started on my feet, and the lady that was going to do my full set came and asked me what I wanted to get. I told her that I wanted acrylic nails, and I showed her like an aura design, right? Because at last I decided not to get like a Disneyland themed. I just decided to get pink aura nails on a nude acrylic powder. So I showed her that, right? It was very simple. She looked at me and told me that she couldn't do that, that she recommended me getting a Gel X set because it was easier for her. I told her that I didn't want Gel X, I wanted acrylic nails, and she proceeded to say like, oh, Gel X, it's gonna last longer, it looks nicer, it's easier, and she's like, acrylic nails are too thick. I was like, I like thick, right? Because I'm not that picky, you guys, but when I want something, I want it, right? And I wasn't being rude or anything, but I could tell my face was getting red because she kept like pressuring me to get Gel X. I finally told her like, no, I like thick nails. So she then proceeded to, in another language, tell the pedicure lady something, and they started laughing. So like, I felt like they were talking about me, right? So I started getting really red, and like, I just wanted to get out of there, but I was like, no, like, let's just, whatever. So she then like rolls her eyes, you guys, and goes to get the products. She comes back, and then she cuts me when she is filing my natural nail. I just let it go, move on. So then when she applies the tip, she applies one crooked, but I don't even say nothing. I was already getting very upset, and I'm not the type of person to ever say when something goes wrong during a nail service, although I should in a nice way, right? But I never say anything, so I just let it go. She applied my nail tips, and she said, what length do you want? I told her I wanted them long, and she told me she couldn't do them on my nails. She said, no, long wouldn't look good on you, and your nails are too short. She literally said it like that, you guys. So I was like shook. But I was like, no, I want long nails. I always get long nails. She's like, well, where do you go? Because you shouldn't get long nails because your nails are too short. Yes, I am a nail biter, but I have been getting long nails ever since I was like 15. Okay, so over 10 years. I actually pulled up my phone and I showed her. I was like, oh, look, these are the nail lengths that I get. I showed her some super long nails that I've done. But obviously I didn't tell her I did them because I don't like to say that I'm a nail tech. I just let that go. So she's like, oh, wow, where do you go where they actually do those? And I was just like, I go, you know, where I didn't say the place, but I said the city where I went. And she's like, oh. So she like cut them where she thought I wanted them, but it wasn't long enough. Like she had already cut them too short, right? So I was just like, yeah, that's fine. So she did them that length and she's like, well, it's gonna hurt you. Like they're gonna hurt. And I'm like, no, I've been getting nails for a long time. Anyways, she applied the acrylic and I was scarred, you guys. I mean, I trust the process usually, but it was very, very bad. And then she kept saying, oh, I didn't even say the part. So when she was about to cut my cuticles, I did have a lot of cuticles because I hadn't done my mani in a long time. And she goes, oh, it's going to be $30 extra. And I was like, that's fine. Like for her to cut my cuticles. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. So she cuts my cuticles. And then she says that acrylic with the aura effect is going to be 120. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. So we move on. She does the acrylic. I'm like scarred. She uses like implements that weren't clean. They were obviously used. I mean, like, it was just like all the way around bad. My pedi, I was happy with. But like just the experience with my hands and everything, it just made like the experience overall not good for me because I felt like they were talking about me. I felt like she was judging everything I wanted. She didn't want to do it. So then when she got to the aura part, she's like, are you sure you want it? And I was like, yeah, like that's the design I want. So she takes on an eyeshadow palette and she does it, and it doesn't look good, right? It doesn't look good at all, but I'm just like, oh yeah, like it looks really nice. And I just let it be that. There was also a part where she told me that all of the nails that were shown on the TVs were theirs. Now let me get to that. So when you walk in, there's like 4 huge TVs and they're displaying a slideshow of nail sets. Now, these are sets that I have seen on TikTok, on Instagram, right? And I know that these are not from their salon because I had never even heard of their salon before. And one of these was actually a brand ambassador for my brand, Crafts by 9, which, as you know, that's my brand. And when I tell you, like, our brand ambassador used our nail tips, our gel polishes, our acrylics, our brushes, like everything was our brand. I saw it one time on the slideshow and I told my mom, I was like, hey, that's my brand ambassador for Crafts by 9. Like, that is crazy. Like, I don't know if they're just displaying it because those are the same type of nails that they do, or they're like saying that these are nails that they did, which is a complete lie. So I let it go one time because by the time I told my mom, it had already passed, and I knew that it was going to pass again because it was like the same ones over and over. So then when it passed the second time, I actually asked the lady that was doing my nails. I said, oh, that's a very nice set. Did you do those? And she's like, I didn't do them, but somebody at my nail salon did. I was shocked, you guys, because that was from my brand ambassador using my nail, like, supply products. So I was like, oh my god, like, these people are claiming that they did all of these nails, but then why would they do that? Because when the customer leaves, they know that it's not gonna look like what the ones from the TV looks like, you know? They're like lying. I didn't say anything, you guys. I should have said that's my brand and that's my brand ambassador, but no, I was just shocked that she even said that, you know? Like, I thought she wasn't gonna say that. So I was like, wow, they're actually claiming to do these nails when it's not theirs. And same goes for all of the other videos and pictures that they were showing. I had, you know, I've seen them. Some of these people I follow, and I know that they're not from that nail salon. Those aren't people that are working there, right? So yeah, it's just, this place just gave me like a bad vibe after. it was just not a great experience. They ended up charging me $250, not including tip, for my hands and feet. I didn't complain, I didn't say anything, and yes, I even left them a tip. I'm not the usual type to not leave a tip, even if I'm not happy with it. The lady that did my pedi was so sweet, so nice, and it was a really nice pedi, but obviously I had a bad experience with my full set lady. I'm not gonna go there again, but yeah, it's just one of the many bad experiences that I've had with nail salons. I've been getting my nails done since I was 15. I'm 26 now, so it's been a while, even though I stopped getting them for over 5 years, ever since I became a nail tech and I started doing my own nails. But sometimes I like to go and get them done because I like to get pampered. I like to, just relax and stuff. But yeah, I mean, my nails were a complete mess. I actually cut them down 3 days after because they started lifting the day after. So yeah, that is my horror story time of a nail salon that I just had recently. Even though I was super excited to have them all done and nice for LA, unfortunately it wasn't. But yeah, you guys, they're completely off now. I don't even think I lasted like a week with them, but it is what it is. I'm sure all of you guys have had bad experiences with nail salons and stuff. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, you guys. Don't forget to finish watching this video, comment what video you'd like to see me do next, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.